Hello, traders. This is addzeros, and I want to do a quick recap for May 4th and today's May 5th. So, both recap I'm going to do today. There's a lot of things I wanted to share with you, some of the strategies, and let's look at the May 4th trade. So, if you look at the May 4th strategy, you will see that the stock was gapping down from the all the way from the morning. It was gap down OCGN. It's making a higher, lower high and higher lows and all the way there, and it's completely under the VWAP. So since morning, the VWAP has a complete resistance. So what I did, I was looking at the 5-minute chart, and my first entry was underneath of a 1350, and I entered here with that 15 cent of stop loss. It touched the VWAP, was stuck there. The moment it there, I was stay there, and then all the way from 1350 to here, I made the profit. And this is very interesting uh, uh, pattern, and I want you to learn on this because this is the VWAP reversal on the gapping down stock. And if the stock came down very sharply and moved back up and touched the VWAP, most likely it's going to move back down with the further more strength. And this is the pattern I want you to look at so closely and learn about it. And you can definitely gonna make money out of this pattern. So remember that pattern. The other one was the VXRT. So VXRT was the gapping up, but it was relatively weak in the morning. So let me just go here again. You'll see here. So look, if you look at it, this was the yesterday close and it was gapping up. But if you look at it after 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, it was just completely coming down. So I was in the impression that this is going to be a week. And what I did, I basically shorted on 880 and with the 20-25 cent stop loss, and it touched here. It took me in, moved back up. I was in the trade. It just chasing on the VWAP and then came down. And then when it came down, it's touched my profit target at 860 and moved back up. I was not liking a price action because if you look at it, it's just chasing up and down and not moving down. And then I took the first partial here and then moved out and then close it. And if I have not closed it, you can see that it came down. If you have a little bit more patience, it went all the way down. So but I was wanted to teach you the same thing. Even though it was a gap up on the day, don't look at this because this is today's gapping down, but yesterday it was gapping up. But you can look at it, it was coming down, touching the VWAP and coming down. So again, this is a VWAP reversal of the weak stock. Now look at the today's trade. So today, let's go back to the Uber, and I my first trade was Uber, and Uber was the same thing. If you go back and look at my pre-market session, it was relatively very weak in the morning because after it moved back up, it didn't do anything. And if you look at the last 1 hour before the market opened, it was just gapping down. So I was looking at it on the 1-minute chart. I did the first trade here, and I was thinking it is just going a little bit of spike, so I wanted to scalp it. So I went long over the 54, but it immediately came back and I stopped out here on the 53.70. And what I did then I waited again, and then moment it had a bear flag and moved back up on 53.50 with the 10-cent stop loss. I basically went short here and I ride it all the way to the 53, and then it sharply moved back up and then came down. uh, I didn't trade anything like this here, but I just traded here, and then through this way I just got a break even. The next one I did the SPWR. uh, SPWR, I was wanted to go long on this, but it was not a right action. So what I did, you see here, there's a clear support on this and this. So when this time it went back up on 22.19 high of the day and came back down, uh, I shorted on 2180. It spiked me in, spiked down, I got in, moved back up, came down here. When it came back down here and couldn't do anything, again touch the VWAP and start moving back up, I basically stop out on relatively break even. And then I was looking at it to go long, but if you look at it, what it's doing is moving up and down, and the volume is not that great. So I didn't like it. And suddenly after 22, there's a big volume came in, and then the stock just skyrocketed. I think that's the trade uh, Yogi took it, and I was watching it very closely, but I do not want to take it because the way it was doing an action before that with the low volume, I was not certain whether it can do any big move or not. Therefore, I did not trade it that stock. Then the Python came in, so I was right now break even, only $5 or $4 in. Python was sharply gapping down. If you look at the 5 minutes, let me show you the 5 minutes because this was a 5 minute trade. Uh, it was in my morning list because it's before the earning. So I was thinking anyway, I was bullish on the stock and I wanted to see some bullish trend out of it. But if you see here, it consolidated and moved back. The moment it came down, I highlighted in the chat room and say that the stock is really moving very quickly, coming down so fast with the momentum. And at the time here, Scott has said that the 90 he gonna go short. Under 90, he posted that he's gonna go short under 90. And I was looking at it, and let me just zoom in, and I was thinking, no, this is the VWAP reversal, and I was thinking 90.80 is the perfect place to go short, and with the with the $1 stop loss. Rather than go to 90 with the $2 stop loss, I want to go 90.80 with the $1 stop loss. And the moment we get in, it came down. I basically the way I managed the trade is I took my half position here. When it moved back up, I added again into my position. The moment came back down, I took some partial, added some, took some partial, and in the 1 minute candle, if you look at it, when it made the doji, I relatively out all of my position at the 88. I wish I would have stayed. Is another $8 move. Look at this, 80. And after that, it didn't do anything. It just keep moving down in the 5 minutes. So sometimes the 5 minute candles make you take your decision which are not helpful. And I think that was I made the mistake here. If I kept it a little bit more, I could have ride it up to the further 8 points. So hope you've enjoyed. You have learned about the strategy, how you can do a VWAP reversal and others. And please do subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell icon if you really enjoyed it. Let me know, and I can make more videos like this. Thank you.